Hi, Collective. For this reading, we're going to ask Spirit, what lessons are they learning from you and the connection? So, regardless whether you are still talking to this person or not, or you're seeing them, or you're inquiring about a past connection, okay? So, let's begin. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective. What lessons are they learning from the collective? Wow, Knight of Roses. Page of Rings. Definitely a student card. Wow. Wow. Okay. Ten of Swords in reverse. Justice. And then, wow, you got Destiny. Bottom of the deck, you have Queen of Flutes. Very interesting. Alrighty. So here's what I'm seeing. When it comes to the question, what lessons are they learning from you? Or about this connection that you have? There's definitely a lesson around feelings and emotions, okay? For some of you, you may be dealing with a person who's actually running away from emotions or is not really comfortable in dealing with it. So for some of you, this is part of the soul contract because it's never an accident that we meet certain people in our lives, right? Especially got the Wheel of Fortune, which talks about fate or destiny. So for some of you, that's part of the reason why you guys actually met each other, because one of you would be teaching or learning that particular lesson around feelings, emotions, or being comfortable in embracing your true feelings or emotions. So I feel for a lot of you, this is what they are really learning from you. Maybe because you are being represented as a Queen of Flutes, regardless whether you're male or female. But the Queen of Flutes is somebody who's very open, very emotionally sensitive, and she's also sensitive to the emotions of others. And it says the caregiver. So I feel that you guys are just really very nurturing and caring people. And maybe this person, for some of you, not all of you, is not really good with that. Some of you may be inquiring about a person who is emotionally withdrawn or is having a hard time being vulnerable. For others of you, the lesson that you are actually also teaching this person, or the lessons that they're learning from you in the connection, is something to do with, fairness or balance. Because I'm drawn to this rejected card in reverse. So I'm really picking up either one of you is actually feeling this way, that there is an imbalance in this partnership or in this connection, where one is more invested, more exerting a lot of effort into this connection, but the other person is not. So I'm really getting here that for some of you, this person is beginning to realize that, or is beginning to learn that this is what's happening, that there is actually an imbalance. Either they're learning from that, okay, from you or from the connection, or this can also be you. You can switch roles. If they actually did that to you because of they're not really showing you what they truly feel, or they're not really exerting a lot of effort, I feel still the same thing. This person is beginning to realize that, or this person is actually beginning to notice that, you know what, I should actually clean up my act, all right? Because I really wanted this person so much, but because of how I'm actually behaving towards this person, I'm projecting towards this person that I don't like them, okay? So both of you are learning here, all right? So I feel that this person too is still learning that they actually needed to make some adjustments, especially they're showing me here that this person is also very much into you. But maybe because of their behavior or how they acted towards you, it may have projected towards you that you are, kind of like not their type, or you guys are not on the same page. So yeah, another message that's coming through here, there's something around patience. Okay. So for others of you, this person is also learning that lesson in this connection. You can switch roles, by the way, but I'm getting here that one, if this person is actually the impatient type, and you're actually more of like the grounded type, they're beginning to see that. They're beginning to learn that, yeah, you know what? I don't need to rush things. I need to take things one step at a time. Now, this is actually you who's more of like the testy type or jumpy type or impatient. I feel that the message that's coming through for you guys is that this person is realizing that they need to be consistent, that they need to be clear with you, so that you don't feel anxious or that you don't feel kind of like feeling left out in the dark or something like what is going on. So I'm getting here that this person is beginning to realize that, or for others to be, I'm hearing that maybe this person is very, like what I said, inconsistent. And here you are, you're kind of like getting impatient. Like, what do you want with me? Like one day you're hot, you're actually very much into me. And then the next day you're really cold towards me. So this is bringing you a lot of anxiety, or again, you're becoming impatient about where this is actually going. So I'm really picking up that this person is beginning to realize that, or they're actually learning that lesson, that they need to be consistent with you, that they needed to be also clear with you. Because what I'm hearing right now is that this person, some of you already walked away, is what I'm hearing. This person is beginning to realize that because they're acting a bit too slow and unclear with you, that some of you may have already walked away from this connection, or that there was a sudden change, that you've decided not to pursue this connection anymore. And then lastly, I'm getting something around communication, because you got the hot seat card over here. All right. So for some of you, this is what they're learning from this connection with you. Okay. That it's very important to really sit down and talk things out. All right. Instead of running away from any confrontations or running away from the truth, even. Wow, there's so many messages that's actually coming through here. Only take what applies. Let's pull up another set of cards. What lessons are they learning from you or the connection collective? The Sacred Temple. Oh, wow. Connection. Look at that. And, oh my gosh, talk about balance or fairness. I cannot make this up. So you got receptivity. And look at that, falling in love. This is beautiful, collective. I feel a lot of you are drawn to this reading. You are inquiring about a person that you share a deep soul connection with. Some of them are probably your twin flame. I'm not going to lie. All right. But I'm getting here that this person in your mind, they're beginning to realize that. They're also learning the lesson that they need to show appreciation, to make you feel that they are grateful for this connection. I keep on hearing that. Maybe there is a lesson around neglect, because I keep on hearing that right now. So maybe for some of you, this person may have done that, in which they didn't prioritize you. They didn't appreciate the time, the energy that you've given into this connection. And I feel this is a message for those who are resonating more with, you guys already parted ways, or you've decided to walk away from this connection. So I feel that this person is actually learning that, or is beginning to learn that lesson from this connection, that they really needed to show appreciation to you, to honor your feelings as well. Maybe because at one point they acted a bit selfish. They didn't actually, consider your own emotions. That's what I'm hearing from spirit. And I keep on hearing the word neglect as well. Okay. because you and this person share a really deep soul connection. And I keep on hearing as well that it's one of a kind. So unfortunately, for some of you, maybe it's a bit too late because that's what I'm hearing. They failed to realize your worth. And when they actually realize it, you're already, gone. That's actually what I'm hearing right now from spirit. So this is for those who would resonate with that scenario in which you are actually the one that got away already. Okay. And then again, like what I said earlier, there's a lesson around fairness or balance or giving and receiving. So maybe even if this is actually you, you're the one who exerted a lot of effort into this connection, your time, energy, affection, or love or emotions, but this person's not doing that. They're still learning the lesson around fairness and balance because they're beginning to see that with the way they acted towards you, that they're not being, very open and honest with you, that they're not showing you that they also into you. It created some sort of some challenges within this connection, or it created a barrier, all right, between the both of you. And this also led you to thinking, is what I'm hearing from spirit, that it's a one-sided thing. Okay. Wow. So there's a lesson around fairness and balance as well. And yeah, with the falling in love, again, there's something about embracing your true emotions, because I'm hearing the word denial now. And again, we're putting our focus more on the lessons that they're learning from you and the connection, not the other way around, because we've already done that kind of a reading, okay? But for this person, I feel that, yeah, they're beginning to see it, or sooner or later they would be, if they haven't realized it right now, they would be realizing the importance of embracing your true feelings instead of pushing it away, instead of denying it, okay? Because I tell you, this person is very much in love with you. They see you as an angel. I even heard that they have never felt this way about, this kind of feeling that they never felt with anyone, all right? It's just so super special for this person that sometimes it also scares them or it overwhelmed them. And at the same time, you're like an angel. You're like a light to this person. But unfortunately, for some of you, this person is already gone from your life. And yeah, it's a bit too late for them to realize that, okay? But yeah, always remember there is a purpose as to why we meet certain individuals or people in their lives, all right? There is a soul contract. And I feel the lessons that we're seeing here so far, it's actually, something that is really meant to happen, okay? Because always remember, the earth is our school and we're all students, okay? And we all have the capacity to teach and learn from each other. So yeah, let's try to pull up more. Very interesting. What are they learning from you in the connection, collective? Yeah, look at that. Conflict, right? A battle between the mind and the heart. That's what I'm hearing with the sword. The sword is thoughts. And then you got the heart over here. Wow. And look at that. Strength card in reverse. Crazy. So let's start off with these two before I pull up more cards, collective. So again, there's something about conflict. Let's start off first with, it can be, for a lot of you, it's around their internal conflict or internal struggle. I feel that some of you are really dealing with a person who's trying to fight off their emotions. Because you got the strength card, which talks about holding things back or resistance, okay? And like what I said, there is a battle between the mind as well as the heart. Actually, both are important, okay? Dealing with your emotions or embracing your emotions or following even your intuition is really important. But it's also important for you to be logical about things. So both should be balanced. Again, there's a lesson around balance. So the balance between the logical mind as well as your heart. But the thing is, for a lot of you, maybe this person follows their logical mind more, or they're afraid to tune into their heart space, or they're kind of like not wanting to really embrace those emotions. So it's creating a huge conflict, not only about this connection that you guys have, But even for this person, I tell you that it created a lot of chaos for them, internal chaos. So I feel that this person, if they haven't learned this yet, they will be, okay? They will be seeing that. They will be realizing that instead of fighting it, there's something about the word surrender, okay? Yeah, because you got the strength card in reverse. Because I keep on hearing that. For a lot of you, they're fighting what they truly feel. And it made things worse for this person, actually. Okay? Wow. Even, yeah, this person is wearing a heart pendant. Yeah, there's something about controlling your true feelings and emotions. Interesting. Let's pull up more. What are they learning from you in the connection? Oh my gosh, you got union. And you got the connection card, right? Let's pull up more. Distance, exactamundo. And it says here, you and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. So, for some of you, you might be dealing with a runner, okay? Even though I really don't want to dwell so much on labels, but it does exist, all right? And there's a reason why I don't want to dwell on labels that much, because every connection is special anyway. Because there are some people in which they're just so obsessed with the twin flame thing that they're not really allowing themselves to realize that you're limitless, okay? And you're not just limited to this particular type of label or connection. But I'm getting here that for some of you, you may be dealing with a runner. And so this person is definitely running away from their emotions, not only from you. There's that avoidant energy that I'm getting. They're also avoiding what they are truly, feeling. And it caused a lot of distance between you and this person. Either because of their behavior, they kind of like pushed you away, okay? And this left you feeling so hurt. Because again, there's something about togetherness with these two rings interlocked together, right? But the thing is, whatever it is that they may have done, whether it's them running away from their emotions, not dealing with it, or they're actually denying what they truly feel, it created a distance as well between the both of you. And so I feel this person is beginning to realize that, or would be learning that sooner or later, okay? Also, I'm hearing a different message now with all of these 4 cards. This is for those who are resonating with, you're inquiring about a person who's really physically apart from you, okay? Meaning, this person's probably staying overseas or a different state or town. You're not seeing each other all the time, okay, in the flesh. And so what I'm actually hearing from Spirit, especially for those who are resonating with you and this person are from 2 different cultures or background, I feel that what they're actually learning from this connection with you is that it's not easy. It's never easy. It's also not easy that you guys are not really seeing each other face to face because it's different. However, here's the thing. This person is learning or is realizing that even though it really is challenging, that they're willing to fight for this. They're really willing to fight for this connection. They wanted to bridge the gap, especially around distance. They wanted to be with you. That's how devoted, or that's how they love you so much. I don't know who's that for, but that message was so strong for someone. So they're beginning to realize that, or this person is learning that, oh my gosh, I really love this person because I cannot afford to be away from this person. And even though our connection is filled with so many obstacles or challenges, perhaps not just distance, it could be something else for others of you. It could be other people getting in the way, dramas of other people with a 5 of Swords. But despite of that, they're not letting go of you, okay? Maybe at one point for others of you, they did because they really got scared, or for them, like, my gosh, this is actually really too difficult to handle. But they're realizing, they're learning that, you know what, I cannot afford to lose this person. Yeah, no distance can break us apart. I keep on hearing that right now. Oh my gosh, that was so strong. Somebody saying that, wow, and I'm getting goosebumps all over my body. Whoa, hold up. Wow, that was so powerful and strong. Woo! Powerful, wow, intense sensation that I'm getting right now, collective. Crazy, not just goosebumps, but even my crown chakra is tingling. As soon as I heard somebody saying no distance can break the both of us apart, or even people, all right? Because, yeah, they wanted this union with you. I don't know, is that for? And I'm hearing Edward, by the way, Edward. Yeah, that was so strong. Oh my gosh, the goosebumps are becoming much more stronger. This is weird. Ooh, boy. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. Let's try to pull up another set of cards. What else, Spirit? What are they learning from this connection or with the collective? Wow, this is so strong. I heard Dimitri. Dimitri. Yeah. So many names that I'm suddenly hearing. Okay, got Rose's Kiss. Okay. Wow, positive movement forward. Okay. So let's actually stop first. Let's stop with these two cards. Let's start off with the Rose's Kiss. So what I actually heard from Spirit is that for some of you, this person is beginning to realize or would be learning that you're actually very loving. Like what I said, you're very feminine as well. Some of you are really, embracing your divine feminine aspect. You're very nurturing. You're very kind. But they're beginning to realize, or they're already seeing, that you are also a person who has thorns. Okay? And so, yeah, there's something about not messing with you. All right? That you may appear fragile, but you're actually really strong. That was really powerful. I just heard that right now. For some of you, this person is learning that ever since you came into their life, this is so specific again, they have learned that things actually shifted for the better for them. So they're considering you as a lucky charm because Ladybug is also related to luck. And that's what I actually heard. So ever since you step into this person's life, like everything just blossomed with this rose. And that was so powerful too. I don't know what's that for. So this person learned that wow, this person is really my sunshine, or this person brought a lot of positive things in my life. That all of a sudden things actually blossom, everything grew. And even them, because I keep on hearing like they are not the same person as they were before anymore. Okay. And that was a really beautiful impact that you've left, or that you are leaving or creating for this person for sure. And then you got positive movement forward. So for some of you, what this person is learning from you, as well as the connection, is that no matter how difficult, like what I said, no matter how difficult the connection is, or the challenges in your connection, this person is just really learning how to stay optimistic, to just keep on moving forward. And yeah, look at that. This guy's looking at the sun, right? Which is all about optimism. Wow, I love this. Let's try to pull up 3 cards from this deck. Or actually 4. Let's make it 4. You got Broken Vase. White Rabbit. Okay, yeah, you got Spiritual Awakening. My gosh, for a lot of you, this person just recently had a spiritual awakening. For some of you, they're just about to realize that or learn that from you. Okay, there's a lesson around rejection for sure. Yeah. And then he got Spilled Milk. Okay. Okay. So this is echoing what I actually channeled already, collective. Let's start off first with the topic around rejection. Let's start off with, you're the one who got rejected by this person, or they projected towards you that they don't like you, even if it's not really the case. Because for a lot of you, I really feel that, yeah, it's not really, one-sided. Unfortunately, though, this person may have projected that towards you because they're also going through a lot of emotional turmoil or inner struggles, right? A lot of them, they're actually running away from the truth or running away from their true emotions, okay? And so, like what I said earlier, if they have done that towards you, in which they have projected towards you that the feelings are not the same or mutual, know that they have a lot of regrets. Unfortunately, though, it's a bit too late for a lot of you, okay? And so this person is learning that lesson that they should have been a lot more authentic with their feelings so that they can also be authentic with you. Always remember, it starts from you. Everything starts from within. Unfortunately, this person's not being very honest as well with themselves. So how can they be honest with you when they're not even honest with themselves? But that's part of the lesson. So this situation, this connection has taught them or is beginning to teach them that lesson that they really needed to embrace the truth or embrace authenticity. Because what has happened is that, yeah, it left you feeling rejected. It left you feeling as if that it's a one-way street. So for a lot of you, I tell you, that's not the truth. And now this person is in deep regret. Okay? Wow. And then I'm also hearing from Spirit that part of the lesson that they're actually learning from you, as well as this connection, is the fact that there's something around lack of boundaries or balance. Maybe either they're the ones who didn't respect your boundaries, or yeah, it created an imbalance in this connection. For others of you, I'm also getting something around not being very truthful. Okay. I even heard cheating. So I don't know what this for, but I'm hearing that right now. Somebody who's watching this collective reading, you may be inquiring about your ex-spouse who probably cheated on you. So yeah, no, until right now, as we speak, this person's in deep regret. But they know that they couldn't go back in time to fix everything. Okay? Yeah. And I'm getting here that this person is hoping even that you would give them a chance. But then again, it's entirely up to you. But I heard that somebody who's watching this collective reading, you probably were inquiring about an ex-spouse. Okay? Another message that's coming through, by the way, which is still, similar to what we've just talked about, which has something to do with going back in time. I feel this is still part of the lesson that they're learning, that no matter how much they try to dwell in the past or to regret, it wouldn't change anything. All right? It's not going to change everything. It's just a waste of time and energy. So for some of you, this is also the lesson that they're getting from you, as well as this connection. Well, there's so many messages. I wasn't really expecting this. Let's try to pull it more. What are they learning from you and the connection collective? And crazy, 555. So 5 is a number of change, right? Wow. Maybe this is, again, you're a catalyst for a change to this person for a lot of you, collective. And specific signs, by the way, Pisces, Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Taurus. What are they learning from the collective and the connection? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. You got twin flame. Yep. Because twin flame connections are just really challenging, of course. Yeah, you got very soon. Let's get this one. Then you got luminosity. Ooh. And you got love. Wow. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing, collective. You don't have to be in a twin flame connection. Okay, but for some of you, you are inquiring about a twin flame. Like what I said, twin flame connections are never easy. It holds a lot of, lessons for sure, because it's for your spiritual growth as well as your twin flame. That's part of the soul contract. There's a lot of healing um, in this connection. That's why there's also tons of triggers. Okay. But regardless, whatever type of connection that you guys are inquiring about or that you guys are in, I feel that you and this person are learning the lesson of what true love is. Even this person, this is something that you've shown them, is what I'm hearing, especially with the love card and the luminosity card. You're like a being of light to this person. You're a catalyst of a change for this person, for sure. Collective. That ever since they actually met you, um, things became different. All right. You've shown them something that they haven't felt with anyone before. And for a lot of you, you've shown them the true meaning of love. Unfortunately, though, for a lot of you, this person is not used to that and they got really scared. Like, what is this? Is this too good to be true? Okay. So, yeah, that's part of the lesson that they're learning from you, as well as a connection, plus something around decision. So for some of you, maybe the person that you're inquiring about is really, having a hard time making up their mind. And here you are, you're waiting for them to step up and come towards you and tell you, hey, this is what I want to happen between the both of us. Until you got sick and tired of waiting. Like, are you just leading me on or what? Or what's going on here? Are you stringing me along or something? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Interesting. Let's actually pull up another set of cards. What else, Spirit? What are they learning from the collective or the connection? Pleasure. Okay. Yeah. See? There's really something about emotions, collective, because you got the heart chakra. Interesting. Okay. What else? Community. Okay. Wow, I'm hearing so many messages already. Hold up. Oh, yeah, because you got commitment card in reverse. Yeah. And then look at that. Education, right? When this reading is all about lessons. Wow. Or valuable lessons that they're learning from you in the connection. Whoa, I love the synchronicity collective. Okay, so I'm actually hearing a lot of messages. Hopefully I could still remember them. So if I'm also speaking a bit fast because there's tons of messages coming through. All right. And I have to remember because it's hard. When I do the reading, I go on and on and on. So the first message is this. Well, for a lot of you, definitely it has something to do with emotions. For a lot of you as well, you may be dealing with a person whose heart chakra is blocked. And so when your heart chakra is blocked, it's really hard for you to express yourself openly, okay? Or to express your true feelings and emotions. For some of you, maybe this person is running away from it. Like what I said, they don't want to deal with those emotions because it overwhelms them. And look at this with this image of a woman, like breaking free from something. So that's more of like what I'm hearing from Spirit, paired up with a heart chakra. Like, yeah, it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be authentic. It's okay to express yourself. Because for a lot of you, maybe this person is holding themselves back all the time. I even heard a very specific scenario in which for some of you, there is one age difference. Okay, I don't know who is this for, but I heard that whether you're the one who's younger or this person is actually older. I also heard something about someone who's watching this collective reading is a single mother. Let's start off with a single mother. And I'll be very blunt. Maybe this person is not really expecting that they would fall for you, maybe because the idea of them being with someone who's already a single mom is something that they are not really into, okay? But then you've shown them the true meaning of love, and they're like, what the heck? So what? you know. Maybe they were actually a bit concerned about that before, right? Because that's what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. That they were a bit concerned about that. That, yeah, because they're not expecting that they would actually fall for someone who's a single mom. And others of you, there's age difference. So there's actually some sort of like, yeah, a challenge around that because of the age difference. But regardless, I tell you, collective, because I'm just giving out the messages or scenarios the Spirit is giving me right now, this person is learning that, you know what, when it comes to love, there's no age, there's no race, okay, or gender. Yeah, that's what this person is learning when it comes to the matters of the heart, okay? Because maybe at one point for some of you, this person was so particular around that. They were probably, again, not open-minded, or they're not used to that, okay? But this person will eventually learn that lesson if they haven't learned it right now, that when it comes to love, there's no age, there's no race, there's no gender, okay? Wow. And then again, there's something about not wanting to commit. Maybe you are dealing with a person or inquiring about a person who's afraid, or there's fear of intimacy, okay? Or emotional intimacy, or fear of commitment as well. Now it makes sense why the Knight of Wands, let me go back, is at the very start. Because Knight of Wands is somebody's non-committal. They're in and out of your life. They're inconsistent. They enjoy their freedom. And therefore, they don't want serious commitment or to be tied down with anyone. But because of the love that you have shown to this person, they're like, wow, this is one of a kind. This is something that I doubt I would even experience again. That's what I'm hearing right now in any connection. Okay? And that's what they're learning. There's also something about openness. Okay? Openness and honesty with an open book. That's also part of their lesson, or what they're learning from you in the connection. Okay, what else? Let's try to pull it more. What are they learning from you, collective, as well as a connection? What is this? Miracles. Okay. Now, this is crazy. I feel this is tied to what I channeled earlier, in which somebody is really saying, no matter how difficult or challenging our love situation is, nothing, no one can break us apart. I keep on hearing that earlier. I don't know who's that for. So this person is really wanting to say to you that they are still holding on to faith, especially got the miracles. You've also taught this person to believe in miracles. You've also taught this person to be optimistic. I keep on hearing blind faith as well. So that's what they're learning from you. Because I feel, collective, you guys are very high vibrational. Your energy is really great, okay? You're very optimistic. You're like the sun shining, okay? And so because of your light, because of your energy, and because of how high vibrational you guys are, I feel that this person, yeah, it shifted their perspective is what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. Maybe you're dealing with a person who's really pessimistic, or they easily give up, because that's what I'm hearing right now. Yeah. So for some of you, you've taught this person to hold on to faith, all right? That nothing is impossible. Wow. So many messages. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, because it's a collective reading, so only take what applies. What else? See, you got the change. Are you freaking kidding me? I even said that earlier. You keep on getting the number 5, right? And it says here, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Okay, I'm hearing 2 messages. One, for those who are resonating with, you're inquiring, or you're dealing, or you have dealt with a person who's a slow mover, or that the connection was just really, stagnant. And that's because this person's not doing anything. And this person's not really giving you a clear direction of where this is going to. And so it left you both feeling stuck. So I'm getting here that this person is really, beginning to realize, or they are about to, they haven't, that, yeah, nothing will happen if they're not going to do anything about this? How can the connection grow and deepen when they themselves, just to say, because this is about their lessons, right? They themselves are not really either putting up or pulling up rather some effort, okay, to change things up, to level things up. And then for others of you, the message that I'm actually hearing with this change card, it had something to do with regret. That this person is realizing, or part of their lesson is that no matter how much they try to go back in time, nothing will change. It would never change. So there's something about the word acceptance as well. Wow, there's so many lessons. So only take what applies. You would know if this is really, sitting well with you, or this is something that you can really resonate with. Let's pull up more. Yeah, lack of communication and non-action, it says. My gosh, what the freak? This is crazy. So this is exactly what I was just talking about earlier. Like, nothing is happening, okay? So how can a connection grow or deepen when not just one of you or both of you are not really doing anything, right? Either there's lack of communication, there's no getting to know, all right? Or maybe you're the one who's more invested, but this person is not doing their part, okay? To show that they're really deeply invested as well, that they wanted to elevate this connection. And by also exerting effort, by taking action or doing something to pursue you. So yeah. And also with this crickets, yeah, there's something about not opening up that much. So yeah, I feel that this created a barrier in this connection where, maybe this person's not opening up that much with you too. And again, it caused a lot of conflict. It created a blockage for you guys to see some growth in your connection. Okay, assistant spirit guides. Honestly, what I heard when I saw that is that for some of you, maybe you've taught this person something about spirituality. You would know if this is you, okay? And that this person is actually aware, all right? That either you're highly spiritual yourself, whether you're also discussing some topics about spiritual team or spiritual guides. Yeah, that's also what they've learned from you around, spirit guides, about ancestors, or getting the help from the angels. So yeah, you've opened up their eyes when it comes to that. Yeah, okay. Let's pull up another one. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. So here's what I'm hearing with this card over here. I'm getting something about doing what is right. Maybe for some of you, it is a forbidden affair. I'll be very blunt. Okay. So yeah, that's also part of the lesson that this individual or the person in your mind is also learning. Something around temptation. Okay. Let me just put it that way. So there's really something around temptation and doing what feels and what they think is right as well. Okay, not only what they feel is right, but what they also think is right. There should be a perfect balance between the two. And then again, there's something about communication. I said that earlier. Crazy, and you saw me shuffle. Now you got the letter card. So yeah, there's really something about either lack of communication, or this person's probably not being very communicative with you. They're not opening up to you. They're not sharing their true, honest feelings with you, is also what I'm getting. And again, it created a barrier for this connection to deepen. All right, let's pull up more. Okay, let's take a look. Oh my gosh, wow. So for some of you, this is what they're learning from you and the connection. This connection has taught them the lesson, or it will be. If they haven't learned this yet, it will be, okay? the lesson around self-worth and value. So maybe for some of you, you're dealing with a person who really doesn't believe that they're worthy of love. And maybe that's why a lot of them, they have sabotaged the connection because either they don't feel worthy of you, okay? And then this also triggered them to do some shadow work, or it will be, okay? Wow. And it says time to heal. So maybe you've triggered this person so that they can actually go within, and they really needed to heal their shadow side or do some shadow work, and also put their focus more on, yeah, healing self-worth and their value. Okay, interesting. Let's pull up 4 cards from this deck. Oh, wow. This is a powerful connection for a lot of you. You guys are really mirroring. Yeah. For a lot of you, maybe, you know, this person wasn't really conscious about how important this connection is. Yeah, I'm hearing that right now, especially with this card, especially came out in reverse, even if this card may not have any reversals, okay? But that's what I heard from Spirit. Let me just get one more. Oh my gosh, yeah. All right. So collective, let me actually start off with this message from Spirit in which this person may not be aware of how important or valuable this connection is, that this is a rare type of connection. It's not just a random one. But of course, not everybody is actually familiar with the labels like soulmate or twin flame, or even if they're actually familiar with the most common, which is soulmate, that some of them, they don't believe in it, okay? And that's what I'm getting here. Unlike you, collective, you're more familiar with it. You have a deep knowledge around these stuffs. So unfortunately, for some of you, it's a bit too late, or if it's not necessarily a bit too late, yeah, they realize it, yeah, not as fast as they are supposed to be, because I'm getting here that for a lot of you, you may have already walked away from this connection, okay? And now they're realizing how important this connection is, how rare it is, and that they would never experience this with anyone ever again. It's also what I'm hearing. You guys are also old souls. And look at that with the image of the owl. Owl is all about knowledge or wisdom, when this reading is all about lessons, right? Also, what I'm getting here too is that for some of you, there is a reversal of, yeah, roles is what I'm hearing from Spirit. I feel that if you are a divine feminine watching this, maybe you're more operating in your divine masculine. But I'm getting here that this person in your mind, if they're the guy or the divine masculine, they're more of like operating in their divine feminine. And so what's happening is that they're not doing any action. They're not taking action when they're supposed to. Okay? And therefore, it created a lot of stagnant energies in your connection. Some of you are just waiting for this person to make a move, but they're not doing that because they're not really in their divine masculine. Okay? So I feel this person will be learning this lesson, or have already, you know, learned this lesson, that as a divine masculine, it is my accountability and responsibility to take action as well. All right. And to be clear with what I want, because they know what they want. They want you. They may not be really conscious about what type of connection this is, but they know that it's a powerful and intense type of connection. Okay. Yeah, wow. Because this person is actually saying you are a perfection. I tell you that. That's what this person is saying. They know they won't find anyone like you, because this is a rare connection. Wow, there's so many messages for this collective reading. Interesting. Let's pull up 4 cards as well from this deck. What are they learning from you and the connection, collective? Yeah, look at that. Procrastination. There's non-action card earlier. Oh my gosh. Dreams. Are you saw me shuffle? You got temptation. I said that earlier with one of your cards. So yeah, there's a lesson around temptation for sure. And beauty. Wow. Okay, collective. So for a lot of you with the procrastination card, this is it. Maybe this person's not taking any action. All right. And remember the change card, which says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And then you got a card that talks about non-action. So this person is learning that lesson, all right? Or will be learning that lesson that they've been procrastinating and they can't put you on hold all the time. You have a life to live and you deserve happiness and to experience a really, healthy and a balance and a really, beautiful connection that really grows stronger as time goes by. So I feel this is what they're also learning for some of you, the lesson around procrastination. Okay. And then I'm also getting the word patience when I saw this tiger, because tiger is a symbolism for patience. So that's also what they're learning, or part of the lesson that they're learning. And then I'm also getting something about, believing that anything is possible. So for some of you, this person probably easily gives up, or they lost faith because of they find this connection too, challenging. Yeah, that was so strong when I saw this dreams card as well. And then, yeah, because I'm hearing dreams come true, can come true, may come true. That's what I'm hearing. And then for others of you, there's a lesson around temptation for sure. And I keep on hearing something about doing what is right, okay? Because for a lot of you, there's a lot of resistance. And then you got the beauty card. So for some of you, I feel that this person is more of like drawn towards superficial type of connections that is only good on the outside, okay? But it lacks depth. It lacks emotional connection. And this is what you've taught this person, because you've taught this person the true meaning of love. And they're used to that. They're only used to, being in a superficial kind of connection. Wow. And I'm drawn to the image of this. Yeah, it's like a ghost, and that's what I heard when I saw this image. Like either somebody got ghosted. That's also what I heard. Okay. And again, it had nothing to do with you. It's more about their fear. Okay. They have a lot of fear that they weren't able to also overcome yet, or they weren't able to work out on that. Unfortunately, yeah, they projected towards you that they don't like you back, or that they don't have the same amount of feelings for you. Some of them, they just really decided to block you because things became so intense and it scared them. Okay. Wow. Alrighty. Okay. So what else, Spirit? We're actually down to a few more decks, by the way. And then we'll just pull up some messages for you, collective. Okay, you got admirers. You have unexpectedly. Okay. See, it says you have communicated very little. So there's really something about lack of communication, which prevented this connection to grow. And then you got turning point. And then working relationship. So for some of you, it's describing the type of connection that you guys are in, by the way. Some of you may have met this person in the workplace, okay, or business. But then maybe the work is also getting in the way. This is the third party. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. For others of you, there's lack of communication, or you don't communicate very often, or there's a lack of openness between the both of you, because someone's heart is blocked off, and it can be this person, because this is what they're actually learning, okay? And then you got the admirers card. So I'm getting here that this person is also learning that, yeah, you stand out, collective. You really stand out, that even if this person has tons of admirers, and like what I said earlier, for some of you, they're more of like used to dealing with superficial type of connections, you know, but you're different. You're different from the rest. Okay. So I feel that this person is also learning that this is, again, not an ordinary type of connection. The love, the affection that you've shown to this person is truly special. And it's really sincere or genuine is what I'm hearing. Somebody really had a change of mind here, okay? So their perspective about you and the connection has changed. That's also what they're showing me here. And somebody's having a hard time making up their mind. There's really something also about the word decision, okay? Either they made the wrong choice or decision or what. And that's part of their lesson. Okay, so let's get this deck. What have they learned from you in the Connection Collective? Yeah, wow. There's something about giving and receiving for sure. Oh yeah, someone's heart is really locked. Yeah, look at that. Even the commitment card is in reverse. But let's actually read that, okay? And they got tradition. So yeah, there's really something about following the traditions and certain rules. For others of you, you may be inquiring about a person from a different culture, really. Because there's something about beliefs as well. So yeah. So again, it's describing the scenario for some of you. Or the type of love connection that you guys are in. So I feel that this person is learning the lesson that in order for a connection to grow, the both of you should be working on it together, not just you investing, not just you putting in a lot of effort, okay? And that is true. That's why it's called partnership. And then you got something around interferences, because it says here, lock your commitment away from the world's interference. So whatever those interferences are, whether it's actually other people's opinions, it could be family members getting in the way, opinions of others, all right? Yeah. So this is the advice as well, or this is what they're learning, that they need to really protect this connection and not be affected by any external, interferences or negative interferences that could cause, a negative impact within your connection. And yeah, we got here this commitment card. It says commitment is a line drawn of the future painted with trust. So again, for some of you, there is a lesson around trust. Once trust is broken, it's really hard to get it back. Okay? So I'm also getting that for others of you, especially if you are inquiring about an ex-spouse or a previous partner or an ex who cheated, because that's also what I'm hearing right now. And of course, the lesson of being committed, because for some of you, you may be dealing with a person who's afraid of commitment or shying away from it. And then, despite of the differences between the both of you, whether it's cultural beliefs or culture, race, ethnicity, or any other beliefs, all right, that, again, it cannot separate you both, okay? Love is, the universal language, really, Like, even though you may be from different backgrounds, let's just say, you're from, different culture, race, color, gender, like what I said earlier, all right? It knows no gender, knows no race. So I feel that this person is also realizing that, or would be learning that lesson. For some of you, it can be both of you, by the way, because they're saying that you guys are also marrying each other. So if you're also kind of like feeling as if that this is your lesson, don't be surprised, because you guys are marrying each other. It's really part of your soul contract to be learning all of these lessons. Okay, so let me clear the table. And now let's get some messages for you from this person. Start off with this one, and since this is a collective reading, I'll be pulling up 6. I don't react when people mention you. So for some of you, this is your person or the person on your mind's message for you. I don't react when people mention you. My life is not as together as it seems. Wow. So yeah, ever since you left, especially if this is an ex or a past person, I feel you leaving me behind. So for some of you, this is their message. Let's get 3 more. Just being near you is intoxicating. I knew exactly what I was doing. Wow. Like this person really wanted to be in control. Okay, that's also what I heard. Ooh. Well, we'll just get this one. I am afraid to contact you. Yeah, so for a lot of you, this is somebody that maybe you're not really seeing anymore or talking to anymore. Okay. Those are the messages, but we are still going to be pulling up one more deck. And we'll get probably, yeah, probably 8. That's what I'm sharing from Spirit. Let's get 8 cards. What else? What are their message for the collective? I lie awake thinking about our future. I can't even look at you right now. I am addicted to you. Wow. Ooh, cards are flying out. I'm afraid to talk to you. Oh my gosh. I'm afraid to contact you is the message earlier. Now, for some of you, this person is also afraid to talk to you. Maybe they find you intimidating or they felt as if that you're just going to shut them down or what. I don't know. Yeah, let's get 4 more cards. I am absolutely in love with you. Oh my gosh, collective. Beautiful. Wow. Alrighty. Have I lost everything? Okay, especially if this is a past person or you're no longer in contact. So they're wondering if, yeah, they completely lost you already or everything. Maybe. You got maybe. And you have listen to your heart. And again, these are their messages for you. So even this person is really encouraging for you to listen to your own heart, collective, okay? So these are their messages. My gosh, very powerful reading as well. There's a lot of synchronicities. And there's tons of, yeah, specific messages that I also got from Spirit. So only take what applies, you guys. All right. But I really enjoyed this. I hope you did as well, collective. And as always, I will see you again next week. Bye, guys. Love and light.